Welcome to your in-depth weekly horoscope for week commencing the 17th of October for the Sun or the Ascendant. I'm going to give you a broad overview of what to expect, but please stay with me. I will then dive deep to give you in forensic detail each of the 12 zodiac signs from Aries through till Pisces. Now, as this week begins, we still have that Libra season. The Sun, Mercury and Venus all in the sign of Libra, but Venus is the ruler of Libra, so this gives it a particular resonance. Now by Saturday, the Sun and Venus come into an exact conjunction, but it's right at the end of their stay in the sign of Libra, because on Sunday they move into Scorpio. So I need to tell you about that for each of the 12 signs, but also the ruler traditionally of the sign of Scorpio is Mars, and the Sun's forging a really energized link to Mars this week, which is brilliant if we're wanting to have enthusiastic conversations. The problem is that Mars continues to be compromised by the swirling mist that is Neptune, and that's in the 12th solar house. So the potential for gossip or misunderstandings is still quite high, but if we can get our facts straight and we have a real sense of wanting to work in some kind of cooperative, collaborative, collegiate way, the Sun's conjunction with Venus by the end of the week can really, on the face of it, point towards improvements around relationship matters. It's just that in the very heart of this week, there is also a square between the Sun and Pluto. And this is much more complex. It's exact on Wednesday, but it is there, getting tighter to that exact point for most of this week. And of course, Pluto is very much the planet of power. So any relationship matter may require, if it has not been quite going as each party wants, an intense discussion. If it's possible to use the more diplomatic energies of Venus and the more detached vibe of Mercury, which does continue a very bubbly opposition to Jupiter, if we can continue to do that and rise above the need to, be very forceful in our approach, which comes from Pluto, then solutions can be found. But if that's not possible, I think that the move of the Sun and Venus into Scorpio, along with Saturn going direct on Sunday, could signal a separation in a tie that isn't working, or it can see something settle down in a much deeper and more productive and positive and committed way. So it's a bit of a make or break week for relationships in general for many of us, but how this plays out for your particular zodiac sign is what I will explain. Now, if you would like to ascend above this zodiac broadcast, year 2023 is racing up. If you want your personal forecast for that year, if you give me 3 pieces of personal data of time, date and place of birth, I can give you your 2023 personal forecast, but the rest of this year free. Plus, in my special package, your roadmap, your character analysis, which can help to guide your moves for the rest of your life. This will give you invaluable information to help you to understand some of life's repeating patterns for you, but also where you can seize opportunities. Please see the link below for more information. If you're new to my channel, I'd be honoured if you would subscribe. If you decide to do so, please click or tap on the bell notification symbol. If you're an ongoing viewer, thank you so much for your continuing views. So Scorpio, your week commencing the 17th of October forecast has a degree of drama threaded through it. Your 2 ruling planets of Mars and Pluto are really dominant. Mars continues in that deep and passionate 8th house, very much in keeping with your innate energies, but it is linking beautifully to both the Sun and also Venus. Is there somebody that you're drawn towards at the moment who's really making your pulse race? It's possible this is someone you've known for some while, but the connection between you and them this week can really be electric, and you may find it quite intoxicating and hard to resist them. Yet there may be another part of you that's unsure, because Pluto in your third house of everyday communication, that's really unearthed within you, I feel, since 2012. Perhaps a different way of thinking, some new philosophies, and that's actually in a challenging link to the Sun and Venus. So it could be, I feel, that you're actually drawn towards somebody that you don't actually like, or you don't have an enormous amount in common with. Or is it that you're still agonising over a relationship with someone that you've seen for some while? Perhaps there is still that physical attraction. Maybe it's other issues that have got in the way. Perhaps a lack of spark is what you're really yearning for. So all these are very big strands to try to decipher this week. But the key moment really comes on Sunday for you personally, because that's when the Sun arrives in your sign along with Venus, and Saturn ends a bruising retrograde which began at the start of June. Now that angle between Saturn and Uranus, which has been so dominant the last 2 years, that does continue right through to about the 3rd of December. So that's not quite at an end. But I think the emotional tension that may have been going on, if there has been a close relationship that you've been struggling with, that can ease. And I think your perspective can shift quite a lot as this week draws to a close. You're certainly going to be moving into your power. If you're single and there isn't anybody special on your celestial horizon at the moment, don't expect that to stay the same over the next few weeks, because you're really going to be strutting your stuff in a very magnetic way from the end of this week. And it also can be a good time to perhaps think about your personal appearance, with some kind of new look starting to appeal to you as this week draws to a close.